Imagine, if you will, you're entering deep space, which is deeper than shallow space. You've traveled here because your controller's thumbstick is stuck in a forward position. But there's nothing here to see because you're actually running straight into a mirror. You are in VRChat with mods, but you're not breaking a license agreement. You are entering 2022.2.2p3 because the naming convention isn't convoluted enough. Boy howdy everybody, it's Shaneymers here, and it's been a couple weeks since my last video, and I wanted to let things settle for a hot minute while VRChat fries us up a couple hot versions of actual content. It's weird that small wins lead to tons of more enjoyment instead of the occasional quarterly big feature. Both are important, but maybe VRChat is learning something here. So I missed reporting on the hotness, which is 2022.2.2p2. Please stop with this. So let's talk about it a quick second because it's important. Hot features, horizon adjust. I just demoed it a second ago. Have a better diagonal floor or enjoy hanging upside down and still want to play VRChat? No problem. You got it. It's in. Hit up settings and you can set it, read the warning because hoo-wee, the inner ear does some freaky stuff when you aren't ready for it, and have fun. Personal mirror is, to be honest, the hottest thing since Avatar Dynamics, and Avatar Dynamics is pretty hot. Hit up the action menu with that right hand and hit up options and you can do anything. Move the mirror, size it, make it transparent, border so you can feel fancy. The open beta even added a couple more features like a face mirror right in your user interface, like right there in your head. It's crazy, it's awesome. Easier scaling, easier opacity control, and the ability to just grab and move the thing. Lots of cool stuff, and now you don't have to whip out your camera to watch yourself dance or go to mirror worlds anymore. Haha, just kidding. That's going to be a thing forever probably. Speaking of cameras, the beta has something cool. Desktop camera is for you goobers who don't have VR but want to fly a drone around. Yup, it detaches from the camera screen and you can be that movie maker you always wanted to be. It can no clip through walls, but it will have collision later, so don't love it too long because you're going to lose it. And enjoy your exclusivity for now because VR will get it someday too. Cameras in general also got a resolution option now, so you can take those 4K tasty photos without pressing F12, and if you take them in portrait, they'll be saved in portrait. Oh, also, when you take a photo, now it runs on a separate thread. Crazy multi-threading, no more hitching when you take a photo. Absolutely insane. The future is here, people. Main menu can now move around, baby. Just grab it and drag, it's not hard. In the quick menu, you can set where the main menu initially pops up to, either in front of you or the old way it worked. I don't even remember anymore. Also, in the quick menu, you can turn on portal prompts so you don't accidentally trip your way into a portal. I remember back in the day when people would just put portals down behind moderators and they'd accidentally back up into them. Those were the days. If you want your homeworld to be for your friends or for everyone, you can do that now. Public is public though, so it might drop you right into action. Be careful. A ton of other smaller options too, like being able to disable cloning when joining a world, having the option of going back to the default world when going home instead of to your actual home. It's like going over to somebody's house. It's like sleepovers. You could turn off the particle emitter, but I wouldn't do that. Your HUD can now show you what hand gestures you're doing and other small back-end fixes. Okay, awesome. Now it's time for the future beyond the bits I've thrown out to you so far. 2022.2.2p3. Please change this naming convention. It's awful. Currently in open beta. Typers rejoice. This patch brings you a text chat box after being a feature request since something like 2017. The issue is that this is difficult to show when only I'm here. Kind of a lonely dance floor, isn't it? But I can explain this. You have the basic chat box, and then you have the OSC endpoints. Remember OSC? The thing that lets you mod VRChat out the keister if you have an external input piping into VRC? Well, you should. I talked about it before. Anyway, OSC has provided silent users the ability to text chat since its inception, like day 2, I believe, and now they're bringing text chat to everyone, not just people who know how to avatar. Chats are defaultly for friends, and you can change all the chat settings in the quick menu, including whose text chats you can see, how long they display, how big they are, and how transparent they are, with more features coming soon. Also, they made it so you can add a ton more friends, 450 in fact, about 230% more than what it was previously, and favorite a ton more worlds too, like 400 of them, which is about 156% more. Who's counting? Also, you can favorite 2 times more avatars without VRChat Plus and 3 times more with VRChat Plus. That's 50 and 300 if you're counting. Here's a good one. Earmuff Mode. Gone are the days where everyone is being too obnoxious when you just want to whisper to the wolf boy dancing next to you. Well, you can chill there and contemplate why you have bad taste by drowning out the world with your earmuffs on within the quick menu's audio tab. It's even super configurable with distance sliders, outside volume, which controls the audio level outside of that set distance, and fall off, which controls how quickly someone's voice falls off as they get further from you. They even have a cool UI for it, like that just displays on the ground. It's really neat. And your quick menu reminds you so you don't forget or wonder why everyone is quiet. Just an FYI, this stuff stacks on any udon functions in the world. So if the world is configured to fall off voice at a certain distance, this will compound it, not replace it. Oh, they also added percentage readouts to the quick menu audio volume sliders, so you now know the actual numbers and not just guessing. Also got an avatar distance hider, probably the most requested feature beyond avatar searching. Don't need to see people more than 10 feet in front of you? Gone. Now they're diamonds. Shine bright tonight, beautiful like diamonds in the sky, except they're in front of you and they're gray. They don't shine. But whatever. Find this in the quick menu under the gear and performance. Microphone going off because you have to speak into your desk fan to keep cool? Great, change the sensitivity. Now you can do that. Now we at least don't have to hear it. Did you know you can configure a mute button using the Steam controller config? It's existed since like 2016. Also, they've added a denoiser, so the people you're talking to won't know you're ignoring your infant in the other room, hopefully. Don't ask. The VRChat keyboard has copy and paste now. Left side is copy, right side is paste. I know, calm down. We can only get so aroused. That's a feature. So the camera near clip override is great for really tiny avatars or people who can see inside their fingers if they point at their face. Now, I don't fully get the complications of this and why it can, and I quote, break worlds, but if it helps you, I guess you don't mind either way. Now, there's 3 options for this. X uses the world settings. Dynamic sucks in the near clip as far as it can, all the way down to 1 millimeter without breaking the world if it can, which might mean far clip will probably get pretty weird. Now that I think about it, that's probably what that means. And then forced doesn't care about the world and demands near clip to be 1 millimeter. Again, mostly for itty bitty avatars. If it breaks stuff, I mean, do what you want to do with it, right? Slider snapping makes it easier to hit those whole values and not just 99 or 101% every time you're trying to change the master volume, which is pretty neat. Hate a specific short red avatar and never want to see it again? Now you can by selecting the user and selecting hide avatar globally. Now even if someone clones it, you won't see it. Calibration, which I guess means full body calibration, can now get a confirmation notice so you don't accidentally pose yourself wrong, which is a nice little feature. Bunch of new SDK updates too for world builders, like udon nodes for shader manipulation, that'll be fun, as well as mirror skyboxes and automatic keyboard pop-ups when someone triggers an input field, which is neat. You can also now set gravity to 0 or negative. Prepare yourself for that. For avatars, user-supplied masks on the FX layer were ignored, which prevented gesture transform animations from working, which was a bit of an oopsie. What that means is better explained in the documentation, which I'll link in the description. I'm sure there's more coming for the beta, but that's the most current stuff I got. Freaking wild, the amount of stuff that VRChat can pump out when, forcing themselves. Not that I mind. All right. Anyway, might want to hit that sub button so I can see you in the next one. Peace out.